Hey everyone, welcome back to Mingle Movie channel, where we explore films that truly matter. Today, we're delving into Small Things Like These, directed by Tim Mielents. This is more than just a movie. It's a haunting meditation on moral courage and human suffering set against the grim historical backdrop of 1980s Ireland. Based on Claire Keegan's critically acclaimed novella, this film tackles the harrowing legacy of the Magdalen Laundries while telling a deeply personal story of one man's moral awakening. Buckle up. We're about to dive into the artistry, the performances, the themes, and the controversies surrounding this incredible film. Before we dive in, I just want to say thank you for watching and supporting the channel. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to join this amazing community. We're on a mission to hit 5K subscribers, and your support makes a huge difference.
Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Movie Mingle to the end.
Let's start with the premise. The film takes us to a small, snow-covered Irish town in the 1980s. This isn't the Ireland of lush green hills and cheerful pubs. Instead, we see a society weighed down by silence, complicity, and institutional cruelty. At the center of it all is Bill Furlong, a humble coal merchant played by Cillian Murphy. Bill is a devoted family man, balancing the demands of his business with his responsibilities at home. But beneath the surface lies a simmering tension, a growing awareness of the injustices perpetrated by the Magdalen Laundries, where young women are subjected to forced labor under the guise of religious piety. Now let's talk performances, because wow, this cast delivers some of the best acting I've seen all year. First, Cillian Murphy. What can I say? He's a master of subtlety. As Bill Furlong, he doesn't rely on grand speeches or dramatic gestures. Instead, Murphy uses silences, small shifts in posture, and fleeting expressions to convey an incredible range of emotions. You feel his inner conflict, the tug-of-war between his duty to his family and his moral obligation to act. Then there's Emily Watson as Sister Mary. Her performance is nothing short of chilling. She embodies the cold, calculated menace of the Catholic Church's oppressive authority, yet she does so with a complexity that keeps her character from being one-dimensional. Watson's portrayal forces you to confront the institutional cruelty that thrived under a veil of sanctity. And let's not forget the supporting cast. Eileen Walsh and Zara Devlin add layers of humanity to the story, each performance contributing to the film's emotional resonance. Every character feels real, their pain and silence palpable. Tim Mielents deserves enormous credit for his direction. His approach is restrained, almost meditative. This isn't a film that shouts, it whispers, letting the weight of its themes seep into your consciousness. The cinematography, too, is stunning. Dim lighting, muted colors, and snow-covered landscapes mirror the bleakness of the story. Each frame feels like a painting, meticulously crafted to evoke the isolation and quiet despair of the characters. One thing I found particularly powerful was how silence becomes a character in the film. The lack of music or dialogue in certain scenes amplifies the unspoken pain and tension, forcing the viewer to confront the suffocating silence of complicity. At its core, Small Things Like These is a story about courage, about standing up against systemic injustice even when it's easier to look the other way. The film sheds light on the Magdalen Laundries, a dark chapter in Irish history where unmarried women were condemned to forced labor. It's a scathing critique of how institutions like the Catholic Church abused their power and how society enabled them through silence and inaction. But what makes this story so compelling is its universal relevance. It's not just about Ireland in the 1980s. It's about the moral dilemmas we face today. How often do we turn a blind eye to injustice because it's inconvenient to act? Through Bill's journey, the film asks us to reflect on our own complicity and our capacity for courage. Now let's address some criticisms. Yes, the film is slow-paced, and the ending is intentionally unresolved. Some viewers found this frustrating. But personally, I think the pacing and ambiguity are deliberate choices. They force us to sit with the story's discomfort, to grapple with its moral questions rather than seeking easy answers. That said, I do agree with critics who wanted more exploration of Bill's relationships with his family and community. A bit more context there could have added even greater depth to his internal conflict. Small Things Like These isn't just a movie, it's a reflection of humanity at its best and worst. It reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming systems of oppression, individual acts of courage can make a difference. It's also a film that stays with you. Days after watching it, I found myself thinking about Bill's choices, about the silent suffering of those in the Magdalene laundries, and about the parallels to injustices happening in our world today. This isn't an easy watch, but it's an important one. And in a time when entertainment often prioritizes spectacle over substance, small things like these is a testament to the power of quiet, introspective storytelling. With all that said, I'd give Small Things Like These a solid 7.5 out of 10. Its emotional depth, outstanding performances, and thought-provoking themes make it an unforgettable experience. So what do you think? Have you seen Small Things Like These? What are your thoughts on its themes, its performances, or its approach to storytelling? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your take. It's a film that challenges, inspires, and stays with you long after the credits roll. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more in-depth reviews. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.